We're at Flamestone. It's Tampa. Oh my goodness. I've got lamb racks. I've got tenderloins. I've got all kind of good stuff. Scallops. Come on, let's go do this. All right, so we are here with the chef, Thomas McKinnister. Thanks for letting us take over your restaurant today.
You're very welcome today. Enjoy to have you.
Listen, so just so everybody knows, Chef Thomas is a gentleman. He's a great chef. Beautiful food, which I cannot wait to get into. Let's start off our world famous rapid fire segment. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Great. Chef, what inspired you to get into the kitchen and make beautiful food?
I was 11 years old and my dad said, you should be a chef. And my family, we always had restaurants, right? And I grew up in the restaurant business. My parents had three, four restaurants at a time. And I said, with 12 years old, I said, I want to be a chef. My mom hated it because she didn't want me in that hospitality treadmill, you know? And she got with Siemens apprenticeship in Germany for me and all kind of things. She didn't want me in the kitchen. 45 years later, I guess I won that battle with my mom, you know? That's the only one what I maybe won.
What advice would you give to the younger you?
Work hard, love to clean, and being creative.
Real quickly, chef, your accent, where?
Germany.
Excellent. Your favorite cuisine for you, not to cook, to eat. What is your favorite?
My wife's cooking.
Oh, come on, man.
Honestly, it's my wife cooking, you know?
What does she cook? What's your average meal?
Average meal, you know, tonight she cooks mashed potatoes, red cabbage, and Wiener Schnitzel. I love comfort food.
I mean, who doesn't love Wiener Schnitzel?
You know,
come on.
I love comfort food. Now, do I enjoy creative things, different things? Yes, absolutely. But for me personally, home cooking, mom, my wife, the best ever.
I support home cooking and comfort food 100%.
Exactly.
Chef, what is your favorite cuisine to cook?
East meets West with the freshest ingredients I can get.
Okay, excellent. Okay, like you rehearsed that. That's something you knew.
That's my thing, because you know what my problem is? I don't have a favorite cuisine. Every cuisine has something special in my philosophy. Every cuisine produces something what is amazing. Yeah, and what I say, with coming from Germany over here to the States 24 years ago, I can take anything. I can use a red snapper with a little bit red curry and I put my grandma's cucumber salad on top. Yeah, East meets West with the freshest ingredients I can get. And that's the cuisine what I love to do, because there's no boundaries. I can play and I can do whatever I need to do with whatever I have on my hands.
Chef, your biggest challenge in our current environment is what?
Getting help, getting cooks, you know, getting our team filled up, and that is really the biggest challenge.
Have you seen an improvement at all in the last few months?
It's getting a little bit better. We're getting more applications in, you know. I mean, I think it will be all right down the road, but right now, we need cooks.
I mean, listen, I can't wait for some level of normalcy in production, in the kitchen, distribution, the whole 9 yards. With that said, let's go check out what's happening at the bar.
Okay.
We're gonna come right back.
All right, sounds good.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Don Pablo, Coffee Growers and Roasters.
Hi, we're here at Flamestone in Oldsmar, Florida. My name is Keeleen. I've been bartending here for about a year. I'm just going to show you a few drinks that we make here, okay? So this one here is called a Flamestone 21. We're pretty notorious for it. We age Buffalo Trace in these barrels for 21 days. It's a little tricky to get out sometimes. But we want to fill it right up here to this line. Now this is where it gets fun. We want to smoke a cedar plank. Now I'm using a rocks glass to trap the flame. It's nice and smoky. Now over top this glass, we want to use an ice sphere that we make daily. And within the ice sphere, we put an orange, so it's almost like our take on an old fashioned. And this is how we do this here. Nice and pretty like that. And bacon. All right. Now I will be showing you the Dragonberry Mojito that we have here. This one's very popular. It is on the sweeter side. First, we're gonna put in some mint. I like to put a lot. So I put only a little bit of this simple syrup. We are gonna put a little bit of strawberries. And then we just muddle that one up. We use parrot-based strawberry for the flavoring. I do about a 4 count for that. Ice. And then we just shake it. Put it in a tall glass. I top it off with just another cube or 2, and then top it off with Sierra Mist. And there it is.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Fresh Fish Fast.
Here we go.
Chef, what attracts you to the culinary aspect of your life now? What attracts you to cooking?
Basically everything. I love the kitchen. You know, I'm 45 years in the kitchen, never worked a day in my life. I love to be creative every day. I can create specials, I can do this, I can do that. Today I cut a tuna, tomorrow I cut a cowboy steak. You know, the change is what you have on a daily basis. And I love the rush. When you're in the line and you get hammered, you know, it's awesome, you know, and then you go home and you want to do it again the next day. Like I said, I never worked a day in my life, and it's phenomenal when you have the passion for working with food, because you can, like I said earlier, I can turn it around for any way of Sunday what I want to do with it, and I love that. It's like I don't have to measure a lot, you know, that's why I'm not a pastry chef. But I enjoy what I can put together, and ob I stints out fondant potatoes or slice or gratin potatoes or tourné, like in the old school, carrots, zucchini, and yellow squash. You know, it's just the aspect of working with food. And my team, you know, my team is the most important thing for me. You know, and come to a great team environment where we are one culinary team and we know what we do and we have our backs. That's what gets me up every morning.
So that's a great segue into my next question. So when you're in a position of leadership, when you're in charge of something, there's a, you know, I don't want to say it's something that it's necessary or you're compelled to do it, but you know, some of us, myself included, mentorship is a big deal. You know, you learn things along the way.
Yeah.
And, you know, taking that information and taking those experiences and bringing it to the younger generation or somebody who just wants to learn.
Yeah.
Is that something that you...
That's part of what we do. You know, I don't have any secrets. Any recipe what I ever wrote, I share with my team. They can have it, they can use it, they can do whatever they want. And I believe, I look in the good of each cook, each steward, and I put them in positions that they are successful. Yeah, it doesn't matter when the guy is not cut out for grill, then why should I put him on grill? You know what I mean? It's like that leadership, what I give them, the mentorship, my experience. I worked in Germany, in Italy. I worked over here. I was in Nebraska. I was in Charleston, you know, and I learned a lot in those areas, you know, and I give whatever I have to teach them and to mentor them, and down the road we're still awesome friends and we have a beer together, you know.
What was mealtime when you were a boy like at home?
Every day I came home at 1:15, 1:20. My grandma always had a cooked meal on the table, yeah, and then it was again German food, you know. I love that, you know. You have Spätzle with cheese, or you have a smoked pork chop with sauerkraut and mashed potato. It's exciting, you know. And I was always looking forward, you know, to come home and have my meal with the family, you know. After my mom passed away, you know, my grandma passed away, and my mom, they're still doing this in Germany, and I miss that, you know. It's like it was always 12 o'clock, or when school time ended up, you came home and we were sitting together as a family. Yeah, and then at night, we had a sandwich, basically. You know, we eat very heavy on lunch, and then we had a sandwich, you know, and that what reminds me how I grow up. And that's amazing. I love that. And we're missing this today.
Well, you know what? That's the truth. And I fall victim to that as well.
Yeah.
We need to get traditions back. Chef Thomas, what is the best piece of advice ever given to you?
Think out of the box. Think out of the box and use your imagination to do what you put on plates, or how you lead your team. Think out of the box.
Beautiful answer. We are going to jump into our walk-in confession segment. Stay tuned.
Cannot
Chef.
wait.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
Thank you.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Farm Fresh Produce.
It's Walk-In Confessions. Come on! All right, so this is Walk-In Confessions. We all know what that means. Horror stories of the life, the restaurant life. Chef, what do you got?
Okay, I got back in the days, back in Germany in '96. Yeah, through several different circumstances, my whole crew was not there anymore, right? And the circumstances are all different, you know.
Always.
Always. And all of a sudden, I was by myself. 12 cooks gone, right?
Yeah.
And 12 cooks gone. Run this restaurant, 60-seat fine dining restaurant. I run that for 2 weeks without any help, no dishwasher, nothing. And it's like, it was rough. I don't want to go through that anymore.
That's a nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's one thing not having your line cooks, but not having somebody in dish. I don't even want to say what I would do.
But you know, what doesn't kill us makes us only stronger.
True story.
True story.
So you managed. You worked it out.
Yeah, I worked it out.
People out there watching, the audience, look, we all want to go out, have a beverage, fat belly, pretty plate. Everybody wants to be happy. What goes on in the back of the house in these restaurants and hotels and country clubs and whatnot, you have no idea. You see the chef, give him a hats off. Servers, bartenders, you know, tip them right, man. Be cool. Everybody's short-staffed these days, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Appreciate you, chef. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Awesome.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Peninsula Food Service.
Thomas, chef, what do
Yo.
you like? It's gorgeous. I don't know. We have nice equipment. We spend money on having nice lenses and cameras and stuff like. I don't know if the equipment is going to do the appropriate. I don't know if it's going to look as good as it really does. This is gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us out, and I mean this so sincerely. Look, it's beautiful. Can you tell us what we have here?
Okay, we have a beautiful restaurant and a beautiful menu in Flamestone.
And chefs,
for Valentine's.
this is
now,
for Valentine's Day. This is the Valentine's Day menu. This is where you want to be. Husband, wife, or girlfriend, boy. This is where you want to be. I promise you. Be here, chef. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go.
now we have on our Valentine's menu, we have the greens on this plate over here is for my good friend Marvin von Cahavas.
Yep.
The mesclun microgreen mix. Yeah, what is like, it's beautiful. I paired that with some duck breast, and I sous vide pineapple in a little marinade with star anise and pink peppercorns and stuff, and pineapple juice. And then I put some burnt coconut around it, you know. Hope you enjoy it.
Don't wait for me.
Oh,
Keep going.
Then our appetizer will be a truffled or a popcorn truffled scallop with sweet potato and peanut puree and a Galliano Beurre Blanc. And then I have our beef tenderloin here with au gratin potatoes, royal trumpet mushrooms, parsnip, mousseline, a little bit red beet paint, and then that's it. Then on my lamb, we have fondant potatoes with carrot and pickled serrano peppers, puree, and then the lamb rack is in a herb crust.
Chef, I've been picking on this food all night. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Willie, I'm sorry. You get nothing tonight. Nothing. It's all from. I'm kidding. I would never do that. Chef, thank you for having us out.
No problem.
We're gonna dive into
We
this.
have one more dish.
Tell me.
We
What?
have one more dish.
Oh my goodness.
We got
the sea bass.
We got the sea bass here, and the sea bass is served on top of Parmesan risotto fondant, tomato fondue, and basil oil, and that's it. And then, of course, like I said earlier, our menu is available.
Look, we have a lot of. We're going to be doing more episodes, I believe, here at Flamestone and also at the Beachwood Seafood, which is right down the street. Chef, thank you for having us come out.
No problem. You're
This
very
is
welcome.
fantastic. We're going to dive into this food. You guys watching and gals, come on, bring it over here and enjoy it. You're going to love it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Chef, thank you.
Thank you.